what we are going to do right now is kind of show you how to set up all your materials. The first thing you're going to need is a Mac. Unfortunately, this doesn't work on Windows yet. So make sure your people have Macs. Try to encourage them to bring them or have them share with one another. That's what we did.
It also works on Chromebook, right?
Well, so it works on Chromebook. The only problem with Chromebook is you cannot download the Arduino IDE, and they used to have a program that worked pretty well that was called Code Vendor, but it just went out of service. So that you can actually still get it. It's an education one. It's for $10 a month or something like that, so you can still purchase it and use it on Chromebook, but we're kind of still recommending you have Macs or a Mac or a Linux, so you can use it on Linux. So.
What about Android?
Android, you can also use it on Android as long as you have a newer version of Android. And one of the things you need to make sure that on your computer too, if you're using a desktop or if you're using an Android phone, the Anyang only works if you have Wi-Fi turned on. I learned that by figuring it all out, getting it all set up, and then trying it, and it didn't work, and I was like, it's not working, and I just thought that I didn't have the Bluetooth capabilities, and it wasn't going to work on my phone, and then I realized that it was the Wi-Fi that was not turned on. So make sure that if you are using on an Android, that the Wi-Fi is turned on. And also, I know I've had one other person did it with the Android and said it was kind of a slow connection with the delays and everything. So if you have a Mac or a Linux, probably the best choice, but you can use Android.
All right. So one thing that you'll need to do if you are on Mac, I'll screen share here. So you'll need to check here about this Mac and make sure that you have, so depending on what version of Mac you'll have, you'll see either these different options up here. You'll just see a system report down here. So I have the latest version of Mac OS, which is Sierra 10.12. You'll need to have at least 10.10, that's Yosemite. And if you go to your system report, you have to check to see if you do have Bluetooth. So that should be right here if you do have Bluetooth, and it will show you Bluetooth low energy supported. Yes, that's a good thing. Otherwise, you might need to get a Bluetooth dongle for this to work. All right. The next thing you'll need is the Arduino IDE. So with the Arduino 101, Genuine 101 board installed. I know you guys have already probably seen this several times, but just there's a couple of new people here. So if you don't have it, you'll have to go to Boards Manager, search for it. Oh, downloading some things, and it says installed here. Otherwise, you have to hover over it, and you'll see an install button right here. You can install it, and you're good to go. So as you can see, I can select it from my boards here, and I'll be able to upload to it. All right, and now what you'll need for this project, we'll show you how to set it up.
Yeah, let me see if I can move over real quick, sorry, and then get the board set up. So if you guys have all your parts, go ahead and grab those, and we'll kind of get them set up. Hopefully I can get this so that you guys can see it well. Can you see all that? Okay. So we've got our breadboard and our 101, and you've got some LEDs, and we've got some resistors. I use 330. These are 10. So you can have anything from 10 ohm to even 1,000 ohm and be fine. But just kind of resistors to go between your lights. And then we have 3 jumper cables as well. So we'll hook up our lights. So I want my light 1 to be my green light. So I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to put in my breadboard. And I'm going to connect the long end with a jumper cable to my pin 6, okay, my digital pin 6 on the Arduino 101. And then I'm going to connect the short end of my LED to a resistor, and the other side of the resistor will go in the negative part of my breadboard there. I know it's kind of hard to see, but You can also check out the fritzing code or the fritzing schematic on the project and see that, and we'll show you that right after I go through this. So you do the same thing with your LED 2, your red light, and I'm going to take the long end and hook the long end up to my pin 10. Oops, is that 10? 9, 10. It's always hard to see those little numbers. Okay, and then I'm going to hook the short end to my resistor, and then I'm going to connect a jumper cable from my negative on the breadboard to a ground on my Arduino. So that's what it should look like. And then we can show you the fritzing code here. All right. Or the fritzing sketch, I guess. Schematic.
So here in Katie's project, she has this nice circuit.
Drag it down.
Oh, yes. I have 2 screens, and you can only see one of them. Let's see. So that's it. Obviously, we're using an Uno here, since that's the default Arduino. But so you'll need another one for the Bluetooth capabilities. So you can just copy the circuit there, real simple. And Arduino IDE. Okay, so all right. So here's the code. We'll go ahead and upload it.
So you're gonna want to. So you have your IDE. You've already have your board, and you've made sure that your computer, you have a USB port selected for your Arduino. What you're going to want to do first before you run the code, because Monica already has the code up there, but she's going to want to get it from somewhere.
Right.
So you can either just copy and paste it from my code in mine, or you can go to Greg's GitHub page and get it from there as well. So if you get it from his GitHub page, you're going to go to this link. Oh,
that's his whole.
That's his whole. Yep, that didn't.
Really quick. There it is. Yeah. There's a lot of repositories.
Yeah, there's a link I think in mine that links directly to it. But if you scroll, you go to the Arduino sketch now, the folder Arduino sketch, and then you'll do the relayclick5.ino. And you can just copy and paste from there, and then paste it right into your Arduino IDE.
So got that there now. I'm gonna call it, what should I call it? Relay click.
Yep. And then before you actually upload it, one of the things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find line 126 in your code. And if you click on a line, you can actually see a number in the bottom left-hand corner.
There's 128, 126.
Yeah, so you see the little number. There's a little number on the very, very bottom of your screen that says what line you're on. So on line 126, it says the set local name. And what this is it actually will set a name specific to your Arduino. So you can set any name that you want. It just has to be 8 characters or less. So you can set it, it's relays right now. You can set it to something else. I set mine to Katie, because that's my name. Monica has hers set at relay. We actually have both of them going hopefully right now. So when we go to the website, you'll see both of those and you'll see the unique names. And it helps you determine which Arduino board's yours, because if they both said relays, you'd have maybe 2 relays showing up and you wouldn't know which one was yours and which one you were controlling.
Yeah, so when you're teaching it, make sure you have people change the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so if you want to, you have to hit upload. Did you do that? I missed it. Okay. So once you change the name, upload your code. And then you can set up your Web Bluetooth website. So you're going to go to this website. I don't know if you have that. If we can, we'll put it in the comment section, the website address. Okay, so we've sent the address to the website, and you can click on that, and it should pop up for you.
All right, so go ahead and connect to it. So Katie made this website, and she added all of our sponsors, and it's awesome.
So when you go to this, if it's the first time you've gone to this website, it's probably going to ask you to connect to or allow the microphone to work. You're going to want to say yes, because you want it to obviously hear your voice. And then once you get there, you want to first go to the console. So you're going to open up your console. You can kind of see what's happening.
So I'm in Firefox right now, and I see my console right here.
You're in Firefox?
Yeah.
Oh, you need to do it in Chrome.
Oh,
good point. See, this is great. So one of the things you need to make sure is that you're in Chrome, because it will only work in Chrome, since it's the Web Bluetooth with the Chrome capabilities. So make sure that you are opening it in Chrome and not Safari or Firefox or anything like that.
Allow. There we go.
Okay, so yeah, you see the little microphone popped up. You want to say yes, allow it, and then you want to pop up your console. That way you can see what's happening. You'll see a couple errors. It's just some things that I didn't put in the code because it changed some of the HTML, and it's nothing to worry about. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the Bluetooth little picture, the little circle with the Bluetooth on it, and you can only see relays. I wonder if it didn't. Oh,
oh, no,
it is. And I don't know why it didn't show up.
Oh, is it not running?
It might not be running right now. I didn't. Okay, well, that's okay. Anyway, you'll see relays. You would maybe see another one if there's somebody else nearby you. But since Monica's is plugged in and going right now, I think I may have unplugged mine. She just hits pair. And once she hits pair, if she clicks on that again, that icon again, she can actually see it says paired underneath. So you know that it's actually which one you're connected to. And as you can see in the console now that you have open, if you're talking, it can read everything you're saying, or it tries to. Yeah. It's not always accurate.
It gives a couple different interpretations of what it thinks you said, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So one of the things that you can do now is you either use the words that Greg added into his website. So I think, can I scroll? Nope.
Turn on relay one.
So if I scroll all the way back up here, you can see all of these commands. These are all the commands that you could use right now. If you wanted to add your own command, you can type into these two spaces and you can add your own command. So since I set up my green light as in my my pin 6, that's what's connected to relay 1. So I'm going to put green there, and my pin 10, I'm going to put red there. If I click save, you should see in the console now, if you scroll all the way down, that now they've also added green and red. So you can put your own words in there that you want it to do. So let's see if it works.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to let Monica do it.
I'll show both screen and, yeah. Okay. Red. Ooh. Can you see that?
I don't know if they can see it. Oh, red turned on.
Yeah. Green.
Oh, no.
Green.
Yay.
Yay. Red.
Sometimes it's delayed and it doesn't hear you. Go again.
Red. Green.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay. So sometimes you'll see delays and they won't always work, but usually they will work. You could also try 1, 2, 2, 1.
Even more authoritative.
1.
Oh, maybe not.
I think so. 1. Oh, don't fail me. 1. There it went. Okay. So clearly it's not the best at detecting the voice, and you have to kind of be close to it and everything, but it does work.
Yeah.
All right. So that's basically the project that you're going to be doing. There's a lot more you can do with it. So there's an extension, obviously. If you've looked at Greg's, project at all, you've known that what he did is he took a relay, and those are the parts, obviously, that you didn't get. So he took a relay and hooked them up to his Arduino 101, and then he connected his relay to a lamp, low voltage, of course. Make sure that whatever you get is 12 volts or lower. But that's important.
Yeah, safety first.
Yes. But yeah, so he did a really great project on that. He also explains really well how to set up this website. So if you choose to go into more depth with that, if you have people at your meetups that are a little bit more advanced and would like to learn about that kind of stuff, and you'd like to go into that, you can learn a lot about his project and setting up a website and everything from his project there. Yeah.
Cool. I think, let's see. So you guys have the ability to chat here, so we can go over questions. Another great thing is that we have a new, Daniel Holman from Intel is going to be doing office hours for the next month from today, so through April. So he'll be doing office hours. You can ask him questions about Intel 101, other Intel things, and so that's awesome. And yeah, I guess any questions or questions about how to teach it, or when your parts are arriving, which hopefully soon. Yeah. Let me see that.
You can raise your hand too, I think.
Yeah.
I think on there, if you see something, you can raise your hand, and then we can see that you've raised your hand, and we can unmute you so you can talk. So I think Travis did. You scroll down. Oh, I thought he had his hand up.
Oh, question.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's hard. It's kind of hard. This is the first time we've done the webinar, so we're still learning some of the ins and outs of using it and using it well.
Okay, sorry, I'm just seeing your questions now. So are you still curious about why it doesn't work on other computers besides Mac? You
have it working on Windows?
Is it the new version? Is it the new release with the new Bluetooth?
You can unmute him, right?
Oh, you didn't. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't think you can. I've tried. I've had other people try on Windows right now, and it's still just in. It's so low.
There you are.
Oh, there you go.
I unmuted you. If that's.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Hello?
Hello. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Here, let me use this. No, I was just saying that it works fine on Linux. You had initially said that you needed a Mac, but on Android, you should download the Chrome Dev version from the Google Play Store in order to get this working properly, I found.
Okay.
Also, if you're using GitHub in order to host this and you have a custom domain, they don't support HTTPS still. And so what you have to do, you have to use a Cloudflare workaround, and that doesn't give you end-to-end encryption, but it will allow you to implement this using the free GitHub hosting.
Oh, cool.
And if you go to Cloudflare, GitHub, you'll find some walkthrough there.
Oh, great, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Katie's AWS site also, I mean, it's good for the workshop because it's already set up.
Yeah, and that was also free. I didn't have to pay anything for that. So like if you're doing these kind of small things, that would also work as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do a 3S or S3, sorry.
Do you have time for a quick question?
Yeah.
On the 101 office hours, will that be posted?
Yeah, it should be. I think it's just Intel in general, right? The Intel channel is going to have the office hours. Is that what you're saying? Or is
yeah, just the Intel channel. Yeah, yeah. I'll let you know when he'll be on. So he'll probably just like scroll through and answer your questions like once a week. So you can pose questions as needed, but they'll be answered as he's available.
Excellent.
Oh, and sorry, Bill had a question about, is there a project on Hackster you can follow, or is there a doc with all of it? So at the very beginning in the chat, you should be able to see the documents. Or I created a project on Hackster that has like really, really basic everything that we did here, and then Greg's project is a lot more in depth. But you can also look at his project, and he has a lot of really cool stuff on his as well.
Yeah, I actually missed the link because I came in like 3 minutes late, so it's not in my chat.
But that's okay. It's actually really good to remind people that that happened. So if you came in late, just check on the chat bar, and you'll see those links to the projects.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh yeah, and I'll post it in Ambassador chat. That's a good idea. Also.
Tom, does Tom have a question?
Yeah, I'm yeah. So I guess people are muted by default. But
Okay, Tom, we can hear you.
Oh, I was just saying that I have most of the Curie stuff working on Windows 7 and on Linux, but I was curious.
Windows 7.
You guys needed a Mac for. What did you find that didn't work, that only worked on a Mac?
So Windows 8 and 10, the Bluetooth drivers, you are forced to, I think it's like a pairing issue. So there's a new release for Windows 10 that makes it possible, again, to use BLE devices, but it's in beta mode, I think. Mm-hmm. But it makes sense that if it's Windows 7, so I think that's before they locked it down.
Feel free to try it out and mess around with it.
Yeah.
If you can get it to work, let us know. That would be great. We've tried a few things, but I think it's actually been really recently that it just came out. I think it was in February or something, like just
Windows update.
Yeah, so it wasn't too long.
Yeah, I did just publish a Blink Bluetooth project for the 101 for doing robot control, and that works really well with the Bluetooth on the Arduino 101 in Blink.
Awesome.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah, thank you. Cool.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Any other questions? Feel free to leave if you have to head out, but anything about Bluetooth? Just the web Bluetooth. Cool.
Cool.
And we can chat more about it in the Ambassador chat and also on the Intel channel, as always. So, and I'll provide shipping updates hopefully tomorrow.
We're really hoping. We're really sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, and also other good news, I got to talk to a lot of, so this week was Avnet's big conference, so I've been out of the office in Dallas. So I got to talk to a bunch of suppliers there, and so probably going to do like quarterly shipments starting in Q3. So yeah.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
All
cool.
right.
And then also next week when we do get the parts, I'll be in San Francisco Monday and Tuesday, so I'll probably be working with Alex to do this as a Hackster TV webinar with the full project from Greg. So yeah, thanks.
Thank you.